13th. I'm reading my first ever Stephen King, Misery. And I hope this book does not make me miserable. I know nothing about this. I've never read a Stephen King, never even watched a movie based off of his books. And I call myself a horror thriller girly. I'm lying. So I'm going to go ahead and rip that Band-Aid off. And I thought you might want to see. Maybe. So we're gonna get into this. I have no idea what this is about. I plan on keeping it that way. I'm about to sit down and start reading it, but I'm gonna get some lunch first. And I don't know what I want to get for lunch, but it is Thursday and I need to have this book read, filmed, edited, and uploaded by tomorrow because I want to post this tomorrow morning. So we're about to be on the grind, yeah. But I love spooks and kooks. I love that it's spooky season, so I think I am going to love this. I hope this doesn't end in a DNF. But I'm gonna bring you along and let me know, have you read Misery? Are you a Stephen King fan? Do you love the movies? Like give me all the Stephen King tea. I need to know because how this goes is going to determine my future journey with Mr. King. So we will see, but I'm interested to know your thoughts on him, his work, and let's get to reading. Stephen King, do not piss me off. I just opened this book and what is going on here? What is chapter 1? This is chapter 1, okay? So the chapters, so there are mid-page chapters, which is interesting. I don't hate that. But chapter 1, what does that mean? What are these noises? Umber 1. You're number 1. You're number 1? Is that what that says? You're number 1? Scotty Summer Warmer Jensen. He was number 1. Wait. Umber 1. Yearn Umber 1. Fan. Your number 1 fan? These sounds, even in the haze. What the? Do I even need to read the book anymore? Have I solved this? I don't even know if there's anything to solve. This is unhinged, and I love that for me. I'm befuddled. I'm incredibly befuddled, but also incredibly interested. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading, but I just like, I can't, the initial slaps of all of the discoveries, the mid-page chapters, and then this 10-word chapter was killing me. I had to say something. Okay, I'm gonna go read now, actually. Okay, bye. Excuse me. Okay, hold on, because the comparison of someone performing CPR on you and someone assaulting you is wild. It's wild. And I'm literally only on page 5 reading this on audio and physically. And I'm already speechless. Because of that, I don't really have anything more to say about it, except that that was wild. Okay, I'm reading again. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. I have a reading update. I am on chapter 33 of Misery, which is 90 pages in. Annie's something else. On top of my introduction to Stephen King, which I am loving, Okay, let's not get it twisted and or tangled. I'm loving it here. I just am in the mood to be spooked. Like, this is spooking me enough. And this morning I was actually listening on audio. I got up pretty early and I went for a walk. I went for a walk around my neighborhood and I was listening to Misery on audio, walking alone on Friday the 13th. And if that's not spooky, I don't know what is. So I have not done anything more today besides that. I cooked breakfast. I made an omelet, which was delish. And I had a little bit of yogurt, which was delish. So I need to shower. I'm gonna get ready. And I don't know exactly what I want to do today. It's supposed to rain a little bit later. I wanted to do a bonfire outside because we have a really nice fire pit. But like I said, it's supposed to rain today. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. We might go see a scary movie in the theater. We might watch one here. I guess depending if I finish this today, which I'm not gonna try to pressure myself into doing. If I do it, I do it. I think maybe I'll end the vlog watching the movie. Is that lit? Are we lit? Are we lit? Okay, we might be lit. I wanna watch the movie because I have, of course, shared that I'm reading this on my social medias and everyone's like, Kathy Bates is that girl. Kathy Bates is that girl. You gotta watch the movie. And I love me some Kathy Bates in a scary movie. So I think I wanna do that and put it in this vlog and get myself reacting. Maybe a cute little movie night. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't wanna smell spooky. So I'm gonna go take a shower. But first I wanna kind of give more of a reading update because I just went on a Friday the 13th vlog tangent. I did go into this book blind, but let me tell you what I know. Okay, so we have Paul. He is an author. He wrote a best-selling series, like the Misery series, and Misery is actually based as a character in the series. Her name is Misery. It's the FMC, and he gets into a really awful car crash in the snow, and his legs are pummeled. He cannot walk. He wakes up, so we start out the book. He is, I guess, waking up because obviously, I mean, anyone who gets in a snow car crash and loses their leg, not loses them, but basically loses their legs, is probably gonna be unconscious. I don't know, not a nurse, but I don't know. We don't know. So he wakes up to this woman who is giving him CPR and he is like, this is the most awful experience of my life. And he wakes up in this person's house. Her name is Annie. And Annie is a super fan of the Misery series. And basically she is holding him captive. I don't know if Annie is like a nurse or not, but apparently she found him in the car, pulled him out, which maybe a plot hole. How did she lift this man by herself, dead weight? I mean, he's unconscious, and get him into her house without anyone seeing. Steven, the king of plot holes? Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Hold on. I know y'all be going crazy over Steven. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I'm only 90 pages in. We don't know if it's a plot hole. Maybe it'll be discussed. But I'm just having thoughts like, how did she transport this man by herself? Does she have help? I don't know. But basically, she is a super duper duper fan. Found him and I guess saw like some identification. He had a manuscript on him and is holding him captive, and she is, I guess, taking care of him. She don't know what she's doing. She made some splints for him that are like old metal, like some sort of metal that is not in a splint, and she's just giving him like illegally obtained drugs for pain. And basically, I don't know if I want to say more, but I do know more, but I don't know if I want to say more because this is crazy. It took me a little bit to get into his writing. Of course, I have never read any of his novels. I've never watched any of the movies based off of his novels. So I am super unfamiliar with Dr. King. Dr. King. I have a dream. Stephen King. Lord have mercy. It's Friday. My brain is done for the week. Okay. Anyway, I'm not used to Stephen King's writing, so it took me a little bit to really get into it to the point where I was like, I didn't want to put it down. But I am enjoying it. Like, things are progressing. And we're only 90 pages in, but it's like the days are going by really fast and the chapters are super short. So it's very different from anything I've ever read, but I just feel like I needed to do this and I'm glad I am. And I'm glad I'm doing it on Friday the 13th. So that's a little bit of a reading update. We're enjoying it. Annie, I might be low-key obsessed with her because she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And so am I. I wouldn't do this though. Hold your horses. So I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna sit down and read a little bit more. I'll be back when I look a little bit more presentable. This is my fit right now because I did go walking. This is the fit. Hey, long time no see. It is a surprise. It's actually Sunday. I did not read at all yesterday. I actually ended up going to brunch with my best friend. And then I had a wedding a little bit later and I decided that if I weren't brunching and wedding-ing, that I was gonna rest a little bit. So I did not read yesterday. Hold the press, don't arrest me, okay? It's fine, I promise. But I did get back into Misery. I am now on, what is this? Like section 2. We're now reading Misery's Return, which is Paul Sheldon's book that he's writing for Annie. And yeah, Annie is a wild girl. I'm very afraid of her. I just wanted to give a little update. I ended up not doing anything on Friday the 13th except reading, which I'm fine with that. I am updating my reading journey on TikTok and Instagram. And of course, every time I post something about it, we always bring up Kathy Bates. And also everyone tells me every other Stephen King book that I should read. And I am responding with, can I finish this first? Please? I understand that you guys love this for me. And I understand that Stephen King is your king of horror. I get that, okay? But dang, I can only read so many books at once, people. At this point, with the way that I am enjoying this book, I do see myself reading more Stephen King in the future, but Salem's Lot can wait. The best part is that I'm about to have a free, uninterrupted day of reading. My man is at a football game right now, and then later he's gonna be coaching. So I'm about to have silence. Do we hear that? So that's what I'm planning to do for the rest of the day. I am hoping to finish this tonight, and it's going well. Annie is just as crazy as I expect, and so is Paul Sheldon. Okay, I'm going to read now. Ta-ta. Hey, so it is Monday. Okay, look. I'm in a weird place right now because I feel like, and I'm about to go on a rant, so just prepare yourselves. I'm not in a slump, but I just find it so hard to sit down and read right now. I don't know what is wrong with me. I literally quit my job to do this. Anyway, I am making my way through this book. Faces past and I'm homebound. Is it a KK video if I don't sing? I don't think so. Maybe that should be my new thing. Bars. Anyway, making my way through Misery. I'm on chapter 17. I think judging by this, I'm probably about 40% or 60% done, which is good. According to my audiobook, which I fly through audios, I have under 2 hours left. So I am going to finish this guy. I'm still watching the movie. I just want to make a point and say, this is not a spoiler. This is an informative statement. If you've read this book, you know what I'm talking about. If I ever see somebody kill a rat in their hands and lick rat's blood off of their fingers and have their lips stained red with rat blood, I am burning down whatever building we're in with that person in there. I'm running and I will never confess. I was never there because I'm pretty sure I would black out. I don't remember anything, officer. I was there. I have no idea what you're talking about. Annie has reached a new level of insanity. Insane in in the brain. Annie Wilkes has got no brain. She has no brain because no one in their right mind or wrong mind, I'm convinced, would ever do that. Anyway, we are at the point where Paul is still where he's at. He's still in the same place. Annie is going to her thinking place, laughing place, her safe place, somewhere. She's obviously in the midst of an episode. We still don't know what she's been diagnosed with. I'm sure it's probably multiple things. But she has left Paul there. But she has left this man only with pain pills. Both of his legs still obliterated. Only left him with pain pills. No food, no water, nothing. She said, you're gonna write this book and be painless, and that's it. You need nothing more. So now I'm just wondering what is wrong with Stephen King. At this point, I am genuinely wondering what is wrong with this man. Because what? The absolute heck. Yeah, so I just wanted to let everyone know. So if you're ever around me, do not drink rat's blood. Because you're gonna get burned alive. I've warned you. I'm excited to finish this. I think I am gonna be able to finish this like straight through. I may film a couple of TikToks in between, maybe right now since I'm kind of taking a break. But I'm very excited for the movie because now like I'm envisioning Kathy Bates as Annie and I just know it's gonna work. I don't know who plays Paul, and those are like the only two characters so far. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as the Misery books that are the books within this book. The main character is Misery. She's a woman. She has a love interest. She has family, all the things. So I'm wondering if they are going to show that in the movie and who are going to play those characters, because there are literally only two characters in this entire book so far. And the random person that comes by her house to say whatever about her home, like her home loan thing. I don't know. I'm not an adult. Don't ask me. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they put in the book or put in the movie or leave out of the book or, it'll be interesting. I have to find a way to get the movie. How am I going to get the movie? Am I going to have to pay for this stupid movie? Wait, hold on. Hold on, Stephen King. What are the Stephen King fans called? Peasants? I don't know. Hold on, peasants. I don't think the movie's stupid. I haven't seen it. I just am wondering. I'm pondering how I'm gonna get my hands on this movie. And maybe we should get like some movie snacks. Oh my gosh, I think Josh is gonna watch it with me and we'll get our reactions. I don't know if he'll want to be on camera, but he will be there. So we will see. And I don't know, the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm excited. Like I said, I haven't really been in a reading mood. So it's helpful to document because it's getting me a little bit more excited to figure out what the heck is happening. For the people that love audiobooks, I have been struggling through this book, not because it's bad, but because of what I referenced earlier. I just haven't been really in the mood. All it took for me to really get back into this book that I did today, I cleaned up my book room listening to Misery on audio. I folded up a bunch of laundry. And I probably listened to about 45 minutes worth of the book, just doing that. And it's just crazy how listening to audio and then just doing mindless tasks really helps get you back into the book. So for you guys who are in a reading slump, if you haven't tried an audiobook, even if it's just a short one, like start out with something short. You don't have to listen on 3 times speed like I do because I'm insane. But I highly suggest listening to audiobooks if you have not tried that. Now, if you've tried that and you're still in a slump, you might just be slumped, baby. We may have to go to the book doctor. But if you haven't tried that yet, maybe try that because I just wasn't feeling it. I just haven't been feeling it. I haven't really been down in the dumps. I've just been a little bit miserable. I haven't been miserable. I think I'm still adjusting to doing this full time. I have not really figured out how to divide my time. And I have not been super focused on work because for the first time, I can make my literal own schedule every day. And I think I just have a little too much power. So I'm still figuring that out. If you are a content creator, please let me know the tips that you have for creating a healthy work-life balance. I feel like some days I do too much work and not enough life. And some days I do too much life and not enough work. So I'm trying to find a good balance, which balance is something I struggle with all the time in every way. Every part of my life, I struggle with that. So if you have tips to help with that, please pass them along. I would love to be better at this and not feel like, oh, I didn't do this, or maybe I'm not managing my time enough and I'm like, oh, I had to film this, I needed to email back, I needed to do this, I needed to fill out this paper. Like, there's just always things to do and I'm having a rough time managing it all. I just went off on a tangent. Anyway, let me get back to reading. Like I said, I'm gonna film a couple things and I'll check back in with you guys later. Annie Wilkes, if you're watching, I don't want you to know who I am. So cut this off. Okay. I think I am finally catching on to how crazy this woman is. Annie? What? Oh my gosh. It's the hairs on the edge of the drawers for me to see if he's been creeping around. It's the operation she did on him for me. What the I was screaming reading that part. She went mad. She is, was, and will be mad. I'm gonna say that operation scene is giving, if you've read this book, then you know what I'm talking about. It's giving Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. 5 stars. And Annie, you've been busting heads for years, bro. You know what? I got respect for you, Annie. I got respect for you because only a female could do what you've done and get away with it. I'm just gonna say that here and now because men, any men who are watching this, love you. Y'all just ain't, you know what I'm saying? But Annie, you cannot slide past Annie, ever. You can't. No matter how hard you try, or in Paul Sheldon's case, you can't wheel past Annie. She gon' reel you back in with the quickness. I am super close to being done. I have this much left. I'm eating this up. I cannot wait to watch this movie. Oh my gosh, I have to see how this ends. I'm scared. This is gruesome. But we're gonna keep on reading. I just wanted to give a little update because, you know, I finished this book. And while I tell you a little bit of my thoughts, I am going to prepare for movie night. So Josh is looking at me as if I don't do this every single day. I'm making him some marshmallow popcorn, and I'm gonna make a marshmallow Coke. And I'm gonna have plain popcorn, and he's probably gonna do plain Coke or water or something. But we are gonna do that. So I have some butter melting, and I'm gonna pour probably a third of this bag of marshmallows into my concoction. So there, and we're gonna mix it up, get it all nice and ooey gooey, fafooey, and that's all. So when I do marshmallow popcorn, I do butter, marshmallows, and I just kind of do what I feel. And then I add a little bit of vanilla extract and some salt. So that's what I do. And then I'm gonna pop some popcorn. I'm gonna split it half and half since we are both gonna share the same bag of popcorn. I'm gonna split it half and half, throw my popcorn in there, make sure it's all coated, and then we have marshmallow popcorn. I think for my Coke float, I'm just gonna use this little mason jar here, and while I do the Coke float, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts about the book. I'm gonna already go ahead and say 5 stars. This book is deranged. Every character in this book is deranged, and that was only like 2. So everyone's deranged, including me. I didn't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that, but my goodness, I was creeped out. I was befuddled. I was behooved. I don't even know what that means, but I felt like that was appropriate. Let me stir these marshmallows, hold on. That's coming along quite nicely. So I'm just gonna pop a little Orville into the microwave, and then we're gonna do it like that. I don't know if you can hear me. Sometimes I like to do homemade popcorn, but I don't feel like it right now. And it's getting a little late. It's 9 o'clock and we're about to start this movie. So we're gonna get this done, but I'm gonna half the bag. So I'm gonna put half in here for me and then half in this pot for Joshua, Bookie, Wookie, Bookie, Stookie. And then his marshmallow popcorn will be ready. Okay, this is what we got here. Hold on, let me turn on a little light. Oh, that helps so much. I wish I could like hold, stir, and hold. This is what we got. I'm about to add my vanilla. It's probably really loud over here. Popcorn's been removed. We are about to separate her. So I have about half, and I'm gonna put the other half in here. This is the marshmallow popcorn. Can you see? I don't know if you can really even see it, but there it is. So what you're gonna need is marshmallow fluff. That tastes so unhealthy. So basically what you do, you coat the inner rim of your cup, glass, whatever, with your marshmallow fluff. I'm gonna put some ice in the bottom of mine, and then you just pour your Coke in. It's in the fridge because I really want it to be cold. But back to the book. Annie, I low-key love her. She reminds me of, I don't know who she reminds me of. No one I know in real life, don't worry. But Annie Wilkes is that girl, and I'm very excited to see Kathy Bates as her, because I feel like Kathy Bates, is she in a lot of scary movies? But I like me some Kathy Bates. Okay, so here is my marshmallow fluffed glass. But it's just like, this book is insane. I don't know what drug Stephen King was on when he wrote this book, but I would like a dose or 2. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Yum. She's gorgeous. Let's try it. Cheers. It's movie night. Is that Paul? Oh, he jamming, driving off the side of the mountain. Oh shoot. Dang! Uh-oh. Here come Kathy. What the? Not Misery the pig. Ew! His feet look like yours. She did both of his feet? The book was better. The book was better. Kathy Bates ate that up though. Okay, my camera's about to die, so I'll give my thoughts later, like tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Last night I watched Misery, the movie, as you have seen, and I'm gonna give a couple of thoughts to sum everything up and wrap everything up nicely in a cute little bow. This book, 5 stars. Book was 5 stars. The movie I would give a 4-star because there are so many things left out of the book from the movie, which made sense. It made sense for the movie. The book was better though, so I can't really rate them both the same because I enjoyed the book the most. And something that I did enjoy was the actual manuscript. I kind of liked getting to know Misery a little bit in her world. Kathy Bates ate. She ate with that role. She ate that role up. The movie, I love the movie. It was very nostalgic for me because it was in the 90s, filmed, released in the 90s. And it just really gave 90s to me, just like how they spoke. Obviously the coloring, the clothes, it was just very 90s and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I think I maybe said that I haven't ever read or watched Stephen King. I have not ever read it until now, but I did watch it in theaters when it came out. I don't know, it had to have been in the last like 10 years. I'm pretty sure 5 years, 5 to 10 years. I really enjoyed the movie. I ended up actually being so lit off of my marshmallow Coke and some marshmallow popcorn that I stayed up until 2 a.m. I cleaned the entire kitchen and I made chili at midnight. So I was lit. Kathy Bates had me lit. But yeah, I understand how books can be changed to get them adapted into movies. I understand that. I do think the book was better. I think the movie was fantastic as a movie. But the book is always better. The book is always better. And don't you forget it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I was not as miserable as I thought I would be reading this book. I was actually unpleasantly surprised. There were a lot of gruesome, gory, grangy things in that book. And I cringed a little bit and it was a lot. But I did love the book and I really enjoyed making this vlog. So thank you if you watched the entire thing and you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I will be continuing my Stephen King journey, of course, because I did love Misery a lot. So if you have any recommendations of what to read/watch next, let me know. Leave those down below and I had a great time. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed night, a blessed life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. This is always so awkward. It's never right time to say goodbye, but we know that we gotta go our separate ways. And I know it's hard, but I gotta do it, and it's killing me, cause it's never a right time to say goodbye. Cut this camera off.